22 nonetheless. Pakistan finished the over big with 2 sixes. So Australia now 9 runs behind Pakistan at this stage.
So we'll look at some of the sixes by Nathan Reardon. That one is probably the most special one he's pulled off this afternoon.
What? Where was that? How many did I get for it? 1, 2, 6? Oh, nice.
So the captain to continue here. Johnny Hastings being on good form against the opposing captain, Sohail Tanvir.
That's what Sohail Tanvir does so well. Very unorthodox action. Wrong-footed, wrong-handed almost. Not playing in the regular Pakistan team anymore, but plays around the world in all the T20 leagues. That was deliberate. Gets 4 for it.
Yeah, smartly played. Just had a look around, see how the 2 fielders on the leg side are spread. Just use the pace of Sohail Tanvir.
Tries to repeat the dose. This time Tanvir gets the better on him. Now we'll keep an eye on the comparison, because this is the stage around the halfway point of the 3rd over when Pakistan really got going. They hit 5 consecutive sixes. 61 now, 16 runs the difference already. It was just 7 runs a few moments ago. And it'll continue every time Australia don't hit a 6.
It's the dot balls that are going to be gold for Pakistan. Or even if the balls just go for singles. Singles are just as good as dot balls for Pakistan at the moment. So they'll be happy if they can get the batters to hit the fielders in the deep. You can also already see the required run rates creeping nearly up to 28.
That's a nice looking shot, but again, 4s are not going to hurt Pakistan too much. Really well timed, lovely looking shot from Nathan Reardon, gets him to exactly 30. Look at that required rate. Given! Sohail Tanvir wasn't appealing, he was pleading with the umpire. The umpire thought about it for a moment. Reardon had just gone across his stumps. And I think he left himself susceptible to that LBW. Don't see too many of those in this tournament.
Well, that's fair to say that was plumb. The umpire had no problems giving that. So this over is turning out to be a really good one for Pakistan. Tanvir only going for 11 runs and picking up the 1 wicket of Nathan Reardon.
That's a good start. A 4, but again, 4s are not going to hurt them. Because even though they finished the over decently, 3 overs, 55 for 1, the required rate has climbed over 30 runs and over. Mountain to climb for the Australians.
Yep, so it's 61 runs required of 12 balls. That's the equation.
And that tells a story. Mohammad Sami, 17 dot balls. Hamad Azam, 16. They're in 3rd and 4th place in the tournament. We talked about dot balls being gold in this format of the game. But when you've got numbers like that, you know why Pakistan are doing so well in this tournament. Unbeaten and looking to continue that trend. Looks like we're going to have another Trans-Tasman third, fourth place encounter. That should be gone. The umpire waits, he shakes his head. Batsman gets benefit of the doubt. Mohammad Azam is looking a little grumpy. I'm not sure he'll be worried. 61 needed of 12. Oh, he had reason to be grumpy. He had every reason to be grumpy. Oh well. If there's any consolation, it may not affect the outcome in the end. .59 of 10. Unless you're a Hublot fan in the Australian dressing room, that looks like game over.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult now for Australia to pull something off here. I think the game is well and truly beyond Australia's reach, unless they can come up with some hits towards the Hublot sign and get some 12s. It seems very unlikely that they're going to go on and win this game.
There they are. Very simple task. You've just got to hit that target and you get 12 runs. 6 for maximum, 6 bonus runs. We're still waiting for our first Hublot Big Bang clash. Been a sublime over from Mohammad Azam. He had a few runs to play with, but you still have to bowl it well.
Well, Hamad has bowled an absolute belter of an over here. He's only gone for the 3 runs up until now with 1 ball to go. And can he pick up a wicket off the last ball? He can. So he picks up the wicket of Big Johnny Hastings. That's 1 wicket for just conceding the 3 runs. And I think that's probably the end of Australia.
Yes, we like to talk about the unpredictability of this game, but when the mathematics are that far against you, even the unpredictable becomes predictable. So we can already start looking ahead to a South Africa-Pakistan final. The defending champions against the 5-time champions will clash for the cup later this afternoon. Still plenty of cricket to play. We've got the plate to decide, 3rd and 4th.
He feels the same. He's made a relatively easy stop into a complicated one on that occasion. Tom Banton, he went for degree of difficulty and failed.
0.1 from the English judge. Right, it was quite an easy one, wasn't it? He's actually run past it and looked to scoop it up with that left hand. Need to do it.
Definitely change of mindset from Ross Taylor. They're both going to go now. It's going to be a fascinating last few overs.
You're downwind too, so it'll be interesting to see the discussion whether they're going, look, we're going to attack the guys coming into the wind so we can hit downdraft. Neither of them are particularly strong behind the wicket. You know, Taylor can cut. They don't really lap, so this could be the end they look to go from.
Squirted out. Good over for New Zealand. It's 118 for 3.
Great summer of cricket from a New Zealand point of view, with England, Australia and India, the big three to play against. The India series of 5 T20s. Eden Park get a couple. Seddon Park in Hamilton, Sky Stadium in Wellington, and Bay Oval, Mount Maunganui. Sure, with the change of name, Sky Stadium in Wellington will actually work properly now, which would be quite good. First ODI back at Seddon Park. We go up the road about an hour and 15 minutes, traffic permitting, to Eden Park in Auckland, and then down to the beautiful Bay Oval in Mount Maunganui, and then 2 test matches, Basin Reserve and last test of the summer at Hagley Oval in Christchurch. That's the New Zealand-India series. Looking forward to that, of course. Then on our shores, we travel to Australia. We host Australia for some short-form cricket, and then India post-Christmas. Wonderful summer. All live on Sky Sport.
Louis, top class, boy!
A lot of power hitting, as we expect from Colin de Grandhomme, but some touch and finesse as well. That was his shot of the day, hitting the leg spinner over extra cover for 6. Very low heartbeat, very calm man, destructive batsman. It's Mike Hesson's point. He's not one for dabs and scoops. He's one for hitting in the V and hitting it well. About as cute as he gets. That little flick there he's attempting. 50 partnership between these two. Taylor's been involved in quite a few partnerships in this series already.
It's been impressive. They've combined well. We know that de Grandhomme's done the majority of the scoring, but Ross Taylor's certainly played his part, minimised the number of dot balls, sort of got the side back into a position where they can look to attack from now through to the end. So very valuable partnership. Looks quite distinctly, is to me, that they're looking to just rotate from this end and looking to go hard from the far end downwind.
Now there'll be a look at the square leg umpire. Could well be a free hit. Yep. No ball for height and a freebie.
Yeah, well, I don't think he'll be looking to noodle this one around, this free hit. Pretty sure that front leg's going to be cleared, and he might be looking to hit it towards the screen at Cow Corner. We used to call it Roscoe Corner. Long way over waist height from Gregory.
Could have to be bowled again. This time on height, on head.
Dooley, free hit. What would you bowl for a free hit?
The Ross Taylor, I'd be wide Yorker. Ball, I would set my field. Can't change it, obviously, but you'd like to think you could have your field boundary riders on the offside and bowl full and wide, even with this field.
Yeah, that's the area he was aiming, and he's cleared it. Just dragged it, actually. He's probably aiming a little bit more mid-wicket square leg, dragged it behind. An expensive full toss from Gregory.
I think worst case scenario, if you go full and wide and he gets a nick, it will only go for 4. It's not going to cost you 6, but you give Ross Taylor anything he can leverage underneath, use the wind, leg side, it is going to go for 6 if he gets half of it.
Snap of the wrist through the ball. High on the bat, but still managed to get it away. Two different players here, the power and muscle of de Grandhomme and the wrists of Taylor.
And all of a sudden you were talking, Nasser, he was 4 from 8, 21 from 16, picked it up nicely. De Grandhomme has allowed him to do that, though, by being the aggressor in the early part of the partnership, and that's what it's all about.
Finally. Oh, but one more correction. The extra ball for the bouncer, so a long over, expensive one. Everyone out, leg side. Down the pitch, muscled to long on. It'll only be a single. De Grandhomme will keep the strike. 33 for 3.
The zombies are not real.
We're all gonna die.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
TV has never looked so good. Ultra HD on Sky Q.
Six overs to go, and with 7 wickets in hand, New Zealand wouldn't have taken 200 out of the equation. At one stage, they looked like 170, 180, but these two have put the foot down at the right time. Showed all their experience, when to soak it up and when to go. Now it'll be eye on England and their death bowlers. And they get in the last 6. Tom Curran, we know, loves the variation, loves that ball out the back of the hand. Is straight away. No, it's coming, whether it be the cutter or the one out the back, but you just have to wait for it.
Into that wind, he doesn't want to put any pace on the ball. So again, I think if you, from a batting point of view, if you set yourself up for the slower ball, and the surprise one will be the quicker ball, take a guess and say that he might only bowl 2 on-pace deliveries in this over. So 4 out of 6 you might get right. Got terrific variations. It's a good Yorker, tailing in a little bit as well.
So difficult, isn't it? Whether you, as a captain, whether you set the field for where you want your bowler to bowl, i.e. I would say to Ross Taylor outside off, or you set your field to where you know they're going to try and hit, which is long on, cow corner, straight down the ground, mid-wicket. That's probably what this discussion is. Taylor, get outside off, but what are you going to do with your field, Skip? No, Taylor may well shuffle across, hit towards cow corner, square leg. That's where you bowl.
So if he's going to bowl that line, as Nasser alluded to, he's got to take all the pace off. So therefore the 2 behind point still become run stoppers. Can't bowl that line with pace. But for me, it's the length. It's the length of the slow ball that's so important. It's not one that you can see the length and then play a step hit. We're actually getting your weight into the ball. It's wide, it's no pace, so it's going to hit right on the toe of your bat. Very good bowling.
Yeah, that's the variation. A little bit of in-drift as well. Direct hit, 2 yards out. Colin was not interested in running the full 22 there.
Should have used his right boot, shouldn't he? He said earlier it was way better. Sergio Ramos.
Definitely reversing, though. We talked about being a dry surface. Curran, very good exponent of the reverse.
I think it's also clattered into those advertising hoardings a little bit, hasn't it? Just can take chunks out of the ball.
Didn't sound great off the bat at all. No, toe end. And this is a super over from Sam Curran. Correction, Tom Curran. 2 singles and a wicket, and a big wicket as well.
Yeah, it's very smart. He's gone pace off, pace on, pace off, pace on, and then almost like the Karate Kid, isn't it? But down to 122 Ks. Wonderful bowling. Slowed it up. De Grandhomme was nowhere near it at all. Comfortable catch. So the breakthrough, very good breakthrough, Mike Hesson.
Yeah, you add to that, he's got the tough job of bowling into the wind. That is a superb over. It's actually a game-changing over in terms of the momentum. De Grandhomme has been excellent today. 55 off 35, exactly what the Black Caps needed. It's 135 for 4.
Yeah, excellent 5 deliveries. If England win this game around about 5:30 this evening, over this 5 deliveries will go a long way towards it. Hitting with the wind, slower ball, Yorker. And the Grand Dame's eyes lit up, toe end of the bat. England's catching and fielding in general has been excellent.
First catch, first time Tom Banton's on the scorecard in international cricket. Look like a keeper too. Beautiful soft hands.
Jordan on the field. I'm not sure who Chris Jordan's on for. Hands in pockets, but that'll help the fielding as well. He's a superb athlete.
The weather looks set fair. Fantastic day.
I'll find out which Englishman has gone off the field.
Also the first T20 international ever.
What 5 deliveries can he finish it off as well?
Pretty good atmosphere. Hopefully a few fans in
single
as
dot,
well,
single wicket.
A lot of runs.
The Barnica Oval for the all-important coin toss ahead of the second T20 international between Australia and Pakistan. I've got the two captains
Around the wicket, for me, you've got to attack the stumps with that little bit of reverse.
Aaron, you've got
Rid of Nisham early.
A flip. And it's tails.
Brilliant over. Tom Curran, outstanding, 136 for 4.
A bit of confusion out here in the middle. Bubba, what are you going to do?
batting करेंगे हम
What's the thinking behind that decision?
काफ़ी अच्छा विकेट है और हम यही चाह रहे हैं कि काफ़ी अच्छा से अच्छा टोटल करें और डिफेंड करें.
Yeah, it's a good batting wicket. We will won the toss and we will bat first and we will put a good total out there.
Any changes to the Pakistan side?
No, same side.
It's the same side we are playing in the last match.
And Australia taking plenty of confidence, plenty of momentum into this series. What's key to stopping their winning run?
यही है कि ये प्लान है कि अर्ली ऑन आउट करें.
Desperately needed a wicket. They needed to break the partnership. They wanted to get rid of Colin de Grandhomme, and it's Tom Curran who's put his hand up for his team and his captain. That was an outstanding over.
We will get the quick wickets and we will.
Eid Mahmood to start his third over. He's got the breeze at his
Australia
backside.
will want to go 1-0 up after the washout in Sydney, as will Pakistan. Ready to get things
Off
underway.
in the dressing room, Chris Jordan
overpitched
him.
immediately.
Hands in pockets. He'll have some hand warmers in those pockets. Mid off.
Mohammed Irfan the other night.
Mr. Keith,
Tommy
his
Ray.
first couple of overs went for 30.
Continued
a good work from
and now you'll
the last
see
over from
the
Tom.
benefit of this amazing outfield opening boundary for Babar Azam.
Interesting, Wardy. Parkinson bowled the 2 overs when we were on last time. Is it getting a little bit deep in the innings now to bring him back?
Well, it's getting deep in the innings to really challenge him, but I don't think he'd shirk away from that challenge, nor would Owen Morgan in terms of throwing him into the firing line. He doesn't need to. He's got other options. He wants to take the pace off. He's the man to go to, and you'll find out something about him. And we keep saying it, but that's what this series really England are using for. He doesn't have to use him, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did just throw him in for 6 deliveries. See how he goes.
और लगता भी नहीं था कि इनका किसी टीम के साथ.
Adjusting his guard. Heavily protected leg side field. No one inside the circle. 4 men on the boundary.
White ball.
Picked up his first wicket. That is Saifat. He started extremely well. His first over in international cricket. There are a few variations. De Grandhomme hit him for a wonderful 6-over extra cover, but the very next ball he threw it up again. I think his confidence, his competitiveness, encouraging couple of overs. A little added dimension now that De Grandhomme is out with 5 overs to go. You are a batsman light, playing 1 less.
And that's, I think, Ross Taylor knows that. Deep down, he knows that he can't afford to get out. Even 24 off 20 it's okay, but getting out now might make the difference between, say, 180 and 190, and 10 runs is pretty crucial in these sort of games. And New Zealand were to get to 180 from here, I think they'd be pretty chuffed.
I think that's the minimum they need, Smithy, on this ground.
आज का रिएक्शन वीडियो बहुत
Ground that you can
इंटरेस्टिंग
score
होने वाला
very
है। पानीपत
quickly
का
on.
ट्रेलर रिलीज हुआ है,
Boundaries, it's not the
रिएक्शन
biggest
दूंगा
of
ही,
grounds going
लेकिन
around
पानीपत
either.
में लड़ाई हुई थी, बीइंग अ मुस्लिम, मेरा क्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है,
10
मेरा क्या
runs
ओपिनियन
were
है,
over
ये
from
जानने
here.
के
They
लिए
get to
प्लीज मेरे
185. I
साथ
think
बंदे
that's
रहिए।
बेटा मेरे जैसे बहुत कम जो भी सुने बोले awesome
for
awesome
another 2 or 3 overs, and then
Hello guys,
200
how are you?
around that
मेरा
mark
नाम
was a
है
possibility.
Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys are doing really well. पानीपत का ट्रेलर रिलीज हुआ है जिसमें संजय दत्त द ग्रेट, माय फेवरेट, अर्जुन कपूर, बहुत रिस्की चॉइस है क्योंकि लास्ट मूवीज जितनी भी हैं वो नहीं चली हैं और उनकी एक्टिंग और स्किल्स के बारे में भी डाउट्स रहते ही हैं। कीर्ति सनन द गॉर्जियस गर्ल, शी इज अ गुड टैलेंट एज वेल, वो फिल्म में है। आशुतोष वारिकर उसको डायरेक्ट कर रहे हैं, गुड प्रोस्पेक्ट्स है, डायरेक्टर इज गुड, तो मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल थोड़ा हाई है। ट्रेलर आज रिलीज हुआ है, ट्रेलर पे रिएक्शन देने जा रहा हूँ। दो तरह का रिएक्शन होगा, एक ट्रेलर पे रिएक्शन होगा और एक असल में जो पानीपत की लड़ाई हुई थी उसके बारे में भी क्या ओपिनियन है वो जानने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो एंड तक जरूर देखिएगा। If you have not already subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe now and don't forget to press the bell button for the notifications of my latest videos.
7 wides, 2 no balls. We're getting up there now. It's an over and a half, but it carries on 2 overs. I mean, as a captain, Morgan will...
Wow, massive scale, man.
मराठा भारत भूमि के वो योद्धा जिनके लिए उनका धर्म और कर्म उनकी वीरता है।
I'm happy about that. Discipline in the bowling department. Just off for a little bit at the moment.
It looks good actually. Oh, beautiful.
मैंने सुना है जब पेशवा अकेले मुहिम पर जाते हैं तो एक मस्तानी के साथ लौटते हैं।
मेरे जीवन में तुम ही हो और तुम ही रहोगे।
सत्य पूजन के समय आपने पेशवा तलवार सदाशिव को क्यों दी?
सदाशिव का हर कदम हमेशा मराठा साम्राज्य के हित में ही रहा है। आज हम पूरे हिंदुस्तान के शासक बन गए हैं।
मराठों के खिलाफ जाने वाला कोई है ही नहीं इस सरजमीन पर।
Disciplines weren't there in Wellington. And lacking a little bit with the ball. The catching's been a lot better. That will please Owen Morgan. It will please Owen Morgan to actually fire back after the gut to onslaught at the beginning. And the way Tom Curran bowls
पिछली बार जब वो यहाँ आया था तो यमुना का पानी 7 दिन तक लाल था। मोर कब तक बड़ी मशक्कत से पाया जाता
है।
हमें उसे रोकना होगा।
That's going to be his role. Not easy coming in right from the start. That delivery. Interesting to see the ball and the marks, the scuffs on it. This goes back to how dry the surface is. A couple of big blows from the Grandon. Whipped away leg side and down the gap. Will bounce once into the fence. A lovely way to end the 16th, 147 for 4.
मैं भी तुम्हारे साथ मुहिम पर चलूंगी, सुख में पीछे रहूंगी और दुख में आगे आ जाऊंगी।
अब्दाली को भी पता लग गया कि अभी तक हमारे धरती में वीर योद्धा खत्म नहीं हुए हैं।
Very strong, big side
अब हमारे बीच कोई दरिया नहीं है, अब हमारे बीच सिर्फ पानी की रणभूमि है।
Continuing on the form he showed in Wellington, good to see.
अपनी जान देने जा रहा है। मैं इस धरती के मिट्टी के एक कण के लिए भी मरने को तैयार हूँ।
Oh my God! Amazing trailer.
Finals.
Unexpectedly, surprisingly brilliant trailer. Arjun Kapoor मेरा तो वहमो गुमान भी नहीं था कि अर्जुन कपूर इतनी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस डिलीवर करके था। ट्रेलर से तो यही लग रहा है, डायलॉग डिलीवरी परफेक्ट, एक्सप्रेशंस परफेक्ट, क्या उसका बॉडी जो पोस्चर है वो जबरदस्त है। ओवरऑल जो फिल्म है बड़े स्केल पर है, वीएफएक्स अमेजिंग है, बहुत क्लीन मूवी लग रही है, म्यूजिक बैकग्राउंड बहुत अच्छा है, आपके दिलों को धड़का देता है, पैट्रियोटिज्म जगा देता है। कीर्ति सनन शी लुक्स गॉर्जियस, अमेजिंग, इज अ ग्रेट टैलेंट। अब उनका कितना रोल है ये देखने के ऊपर है। यूजुअली बॉलीवुड की मूवीज में जो फीमेल एक्ट्रेस होते हैं उनको जस्ट एज अ शो पीस ही रखा जाता है, बहुत सारी मूवीज में ऐसा ही होता है। जो रोल होता है इस फिल्म की जान संजय दत्त के बारे में बात नहीं करूंगा तो बहुत नाइंसाफी होगी। संजय दत्त ने अमेजिंग काम किया है, जो उनका फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन है, जो उनका गेटअप है, एक लुक दिखाया है, पोस्चर दिखाया है, एक प्रॉपर जो अफगानी होता है तगड़ा सा बिल्कुल वही पोस्चर है, अमेजिंग।
Something like that. Maybe just a bit fuller if you're being hypercritical, but the right idea from Pat Brown.
Yep. Certainly he's looking leg side, anywhere from wide long on to deep square leg really is his hitting area. Taylor has the ability to go through the offside if offered that width, but again he'll be looking at that gap between the man at deep mid wicket and the fielder at long on. That's where he's looking.
Straight, the fielder at long on. Taylor does aim leg side but can only crud it. Short fine leg, 150 up.
What are we thinking is a surface, though, for chasing on? When you get a player like de Grandhomme, he tends to make a lie of a pitch because he's just a hitter. And if he comes off, you can sort of read different things into the surface. Is this going to be easy later in the day?
Well, I think Sodhi and I think Santner are the two keys to that New Zealand attack, Smithy. I think we've seen already that there is a hinted turn, certainly on the slow side, so they come into the equation. And it shouldn't get easier. It should continue to get slower as the day gets on. So again, like we've seen from England throughout the whole series, changes of pace, making sure they hit their lengths. But I certainly think if New Zealand can get up around 185, 190, it's going to be even.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Reaction Guru. The Gurus are back. एक्चुअली हम नहीं आ सके, एक महीना कोई वीडियो हम नहीं कर सके। पहले मेरे पेपर थे, फिर मुझे प्रोजेक्ट करना पड़ा, फिर अली के पेपर थे और ये फिर मुझे नज़र ही नहीं आया, इसकी कोई डोमेस्टिक मसरूफियात थी। लेकिन वी आर बैक और आज से हम अपना चैनल को दोबारा आगाज़ कर रहे हैं, नई नई वीडियोस ला रहे हैं आपके लिए। और फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप सबको दिवाली के रिटर्न दिवाली गुजरी है और हम आपको
दिवाली पे वीडियो भी आने वाला है।
दिवाली पे नेक्स्ट वीडियो बनाएंगे। तो अली कुछ अभी सुनाओ।
Go for the Yorker. Isham has timed that beautifully behind point for 4. Small margins in T20 cricket as a bowler.
Isham, he just opened the blade beautifully. It's actually really well bowled by Brown.
কেমন আছে?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
আমরা ভালো আছেন।
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশ, কেমন আছেন?
Hopefully you are fine and having a great time today. तो आज का अगर नहीं आपका दिन अच्छा गुजर रहा तो मस्त वीडियो है, तो ये आप देखें तो आपका मूड बिल्कुल फ्रेश हो जाएगा। क्यों
ऐसा क्या?
ऐसा है ना, ज़बरदस्त सॉन्ग है। और क्योंकि BPL आने वाला है,
I'll be interested now to see what the follow-up delivery is.
आजकल तो वैसे क्रिकेट वालों का
बुखार उतरा हुआ है, लेकिन कोई नहीं, हम थोड़ा इनको दोबारा से एनर्जेटिक करते हैं
क्रिकेट की तरफ दोबारा लाते हैं,
क्योंकि शाकिब जल्दी वापस आ जाएंगे। इतना परेशान नहीं होना आपने, एक साल है जल्दी से गुजर जाएगा।
बेंच और वार्नर भी तो आ ही गए थे, तो होपफुली ये भी आ जाएंगे। और अगर अपील करेंगे तो होपफुली इनकी शायद कम भी हो जाए कुछ पनिशमेंट जो भी है। चले जी, ढाका डायनामाइट्स। ढाका हमारी फेवरेट टीम थी क्योंकि उसमें जब मैंने एक बार सीजन देखा
तो चैंपियन नहीं, अभी तो चैंपियन
देखते हैं पहले और आपके साथ देखते हैं कि कैसा ये सॉन्ग और लुत्फ अंदोज होते हैं।
This
is the Gold Octagon chip. You can only win it when you play PokerStars' new UFC Spin and Go game. Why do you want to win it? The first winner became the interim boss of the UFC. The next Gold Octagon chip is now live. Play PokerStars' new UFC Spin and Go for a chance to train with UFC fighters in Vegas. Are you in?
गली क्रिकेट गली क्रिकेट बिरयानी जीत पे ढाका खेल पे देश
Sun is shining. It's a glorious venue. We've got 3 overs to go in New Zealand's.
Bengali beauties. Bengali beauties. It's got a Melbourne Cup fascinator on that lady on Melbourne Cup Day.
It's a big day for you boys, isn't it?
Race that stops 2 nations, Woody.
Are you going?
We'll carry on.
Oh, you're carrying on. You've been completely focused on the cricket.
Well, for 3.5 minutes, you can have complete control.
यहाँ से एंड करते हैं।
ओके हमारा सॉन्ग यहाँ पे ख़त्म हुआ। कैसा सॉन्ग था? मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगा सुन के।
मतलब यार
एनर्जेटिक था, जिस तरह का होना चाहिए क्रिकेट के लिहाज से।
बहुत सारी चीज़ें बीच में मिसिंग थी। क्रिकेट कम दिखाई है, लेकिन ये है कि वो एक थोड़ा सा उन्होंने वो बनाना होता है ना, ग्लैमर एंड वो सब मिलू के, तो उस हिसाब से तो बेहतर था। हमारा एक कराची का जो है आपने देखा ही होगा, क्योंकि शाकिब वगैरह खेले थे, वो
शाकिब मुशफीक खेले थे।
हाँ, तो इन्होंने वो वाला सीज़न भी ज़रूर देखा होगा, तो उस सीज़न में भी ऐसे ही तकरीबन सॉन्ग कुछ ऐसे ही था। मतलब जीतेगा, इनका ढाका जीतेगा और हमारा वो कराची।
And I'd be happy to stay that way.
You might as well not bother.
Not a greedy man.
Sure.
Look out the window, son. Will you do your job?
Plays that shot well. Has he got all of it, though? To boundary. Oh, we see them pulled off so often nowadays in the modern game. That was just too much for Pat Brown to do.
He got nothing of that, James Neesham. Got absolutely nothing of it. Got it up in the air. The wind helped a bit. Not the biggest of boundaries, but just flicked it. Looked like it came off the toe and wasn't going to go for 6. Great effort by Brown.